Come on in, grab a seat, pull up a chair. We've got yarn and needles, loves in the air. The chat's alive, full of colors and cheer. In this little crafting corner, everyone's welcome here. Loops and thread stories unfold, each little stitch a memory told. Cross-stitch dreams and crochet flow in this warm space where kindness grows. Stitch by stitch, we're weaving hearts together. In a world of yarn, we can craft forever. Every knot and loop, a place to be free, where you can be you and I can be me. So grab your hook, let's start the show on this cozy Twitch stream where love will glow. Count the squares, let the patterns align. It's not just the thread, it's the ties that bind. With every row we're stitching away, creating more than crafts, it's community clay. Loops and thread stories unfold, each little stitch a memory told. Cross-stitch dreams and crochet flow in this warm space where kindness grows. Stitch by stitch, weaving hearts together. In a world of yarn, we can craft forever. Every knot and loop, a place to be free, where you can be you and I can be me. So grab your hook, let's start the show on this cozy Twitch stream where love will glow. No wrong stitches, no perfect lines, just laughter, love, and handmade signs. Drop the stress, let your spirit roam. In this crafted world, you found your home. Stitch by stitch, we're weaving hearts together. In a world of yarn, we can craft forever. Every knot and loop, a place to be free, where you can be you and I can be me. So grab your hook, let's start the show on this cozy Twitch stream where love will glow. So stitch by stitch, let the good vibes grow. In our crafty little corner, you're never alone.
Deep in the heart of the enchanted wood lived a mushroom bold and good. With a spotted cap and a cheerful grin, Gus the fun guy, let's begin. Oh, Gus, Gus the enchanted shroom, dancing neath the silver moon, spreading joy where'er he goes, with sparkles on his mushroom toes. He bounced through meadows, skipped through trees, riding breezes on the autumn leaves, sang with fairies, joked with trolls, tickled goblins, charmed them all. Oh, Gus, Gus the enchanted shroom, dancing neath the silver moon, spreading joy where'er he goes, with sparkles on his mushroom toes. One day he found a hidden spring where fireflies began to sing, a magic pond with waters bright, reflected stars like candlelight. He took a sip and spun around, grew 10 feet tall right off the ground. Oh no, he cried, I'm much too big, then shrank back down just like a twig. Oh, Gus, Gus the enchanted shroom, dancing neath the silver moon, spreading joy wherever he goes, with sparkles on his mushroom toes. Now if you hear the forest hum and tiny feet go tap tap tum, that's just Gus, our mushroom friend, on a journey that will never end. and tiny feet go tap, tap, tum. That's just Gus, our mushroom friend, on a journey that will never end.
Happy Friday, everybody. How we doing? I hope everybody's week has been going okay. It will be a short stream today. Pwin is going to be driving, so we'll have to leave. So it'll be a short stream today. But how are we all doing? How's everybody's week been? How's everyone's Friday going? Let me say hello to everyone. Petal, welcome in. Thank you for redeeming first. 57 times redeeming first. Welcome in. Rainbow, welcome in. BK, welcome in. Thank you everyone for getting your daily taters. Cece, welcome in. How are you? Good morning, good morning. You're glad to see an alert for a stream, so much more enjoyable than working on state reports. Well, I'm glad that we can keep you company while you're working on state reports. Glad we can keep you company for that. I completely understand. I know when I've got to do stuff, like computer work and stuff like that, if there is like a stream going, I find it to be, what makes it all go much faster. So how are we all doing? I'm pretty low on the energy level of things today. I stayed up later than normal with Speckle celebrating her birthday on her birthday stream last night. So I still left before she was done, but I was pretty wiped out. And but I got to sleep in a little bit because Pwin's spring break has officially started, so I was able to sleep in a little bit today, and that definitely helped with things. And yeah, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, if I wanted to wrap up things with Amethyst in Tiny Town or if I wanted to craft. And I posted, it was an early notif poll for everybody, and it was tied when I looked at 10:45, and I went, well, the schedule says crafting, so we're gonna do some crafting. So we're gonna keep working on our Snarky cross stitch today. It was such a long day. Yeah, did you stay up for all of Speckle's stream, Rainbow? Because I know you were in and out, or in there lurking or whatever. Yeah, it was long. It was a lot, and it was long. But I was really glad to celebrate Speckle in that way. You were there for the whole thing. How late did she make it to midnight? I'm assuming she did. It was looking like it was getting real close to making it to midnight. So I just crashed. I couldn't. I tried. I stayed I think I left at 9:30, which is like, I am usually in my bed reading my book, about ready to turn off my lights at 9:30. So I held out as long as I could. I couldn't hold out any longer. I was like, all right, I gotta sleep. But yeah, so we're gonna work on our Snarky cross stitch today, but I did want to show you all. I mentioned yesterday that I am going to make a blanket for my cousin's son. He's getting married next year, and so I wanted to make a blanket, and I sort of finished my sample piece, but my yarn came yesterday. It was a few minutes after midnight when she read it. Okay. Good. I'm glad that it went that well, and it was a good and a successful thing. But I wanted to show you the little sample. Like, this is the part of what the blanket's going to be made out of, and then I'll show you the color. Hey, Steph, good morning. How are you? Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. So this is what the hexagons are gonna look like for the blanket. This is not bound off. I was running out of my yarn that I was sampling with, and And so I just like threaded it through. So it's not actually bound off, but this is the pattern. So the blanket will be made up of these all over. And then this is the yarn that I'm going to be using. It's a little bit lighter in person than it's showing up on camera. It's like a sagey green. So this is the yarn that I'm going to be using, and it's a nice superwash merino. It's like super soft. So yeah, we'll be doing this with this because she liked neutrals and she liked, or like a sagey green, and I thought, oh, this was super pretty. Actually, that is showing up pretty true to color. But yeah, that is what the blanket will be, and we may work on it on stream, just kind of depending on how I'm progressing along with it. I have plenty of time to make it. I have a whole year, a little more than a year to make it, but I decided I wanted to get started now, so I wasn't like rushing. And because while this is like, it's not like, this isn't particularly difficult of a pattern for me to knit, it does require paying attention. And it's not just like a mindless all around sort of knit. So I do have to pay attention to it. It's not, like I said, it's not for me particularly challenging. It's just something I have to pay attention to. So I don't know how well it would work with streaming. Maybe it ends up being one, like if I'm needing to focus and get them done, we could do like a crafty co-working and I can be focusing on that. And then we can have our chatty breaks. But today we're going to keep going with this guy, our Snarky cross stitch, see how much of the flower we can get completed. Like I said, it will be a shorter stream today because P1 does have to go drive. So I'll be ending at 1:30 my time at the absolute latest so that we have time to go and do all of that. But yeah, let me know how your weeks have been going so far. And I'm gonna put on my glasses so I can see, and we can get going with our crafting. As always, Super Sweet is active in the chat, so feel free to add tasks to the Super Sweet bot if you would like, with !task. So we're going to say continue to work on flower. And yeah, so feel free to add tasks. We will be chatting. The lo-fi will be going, and yeah, it's just gonna be a really chill, cozy working on this and ending our week. I am a little bit low energy, so this may be just more of a chill, not super chatty stream today. So we'll just kind of see how it goes and how we're all doing and how we're all progressing with things. I got a little worried when I was getting ready to start stream. My computer freaked out a little bit, and I don't know what was making it freak out. But I restarted, and that seemed to correct the issue. So hopefully we don't have any weird computer freakouts during stream. If we do, I may have to end stream. So if stream ends abruptly, it's probably because my computer freaked out. But we're gonna be optimistic that that is not going to happen. Does anyone have any exciting weekend plans coming up? I do not. But I had kind of a busy weekend last weekend, so I'm good with a non-busy weekend this weekend. After P-Win drives today, I'll be taking him back to his dad's, and then they are going to be going down to Louisville for a few days for spring break. So he'll be gone for a few days, but he'll be back. I don't know if he'll be back Wednesday or Thursday. I don't remember what his dad said. But he will still have to do his driver's training while he's gone. Ooh, you got your COVID and flu shot today, so you might not... Ooh, yeah. I definitely didn't feel good after getting mine. Hopefully you don't have... Your side effects aren't too bad. But yeah. I also planned mine for a Friday. So, yeah. Just a 6-hour drive to see your mom for the weekend. How is your mom doing, Cece? I know that it's been really, really difficult with her, and know that my heart goes out to you. Dementia stuff is so hard. It's so hard on everybody. So you've got all of the love coming at you for that one. Sometimes good, sometimes not. And that's like, that is the tricky thing with the dementia too, is, you know, some days are, you have some good days and you have some really bad days. And you never know. Thank you for sending those hugs over to Cece. Because it is tough. I will say, as hard as it was losing my mom when I did, I am grateful that we never had to do like the ailing decline. So I am really, really grateful for that. It was rough and it sucked, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody, but at the same time, I'm glad I didn't have to do the other one. The youngest is playing fetch with his sock. Hey, whatever keeps them entertained. Harmless, silly entertainment. Right? You're thankful for that with Dad too. Yeah. I mean, we still had to deal with like the cancer stuff, but since my grandma had, and my great grandma, so my mom's mom and my mom's grandma had Alzheimer's, and we had to watch all of that happen. There was a good chance that was going to happen with my mom too, because that so much of that is, you know, hereditary. And I'm glad that we didn't have that, because that would have been even harder, and especially with the complication of my brother. I'm just really glad that we didn't have to go through any of that. Yeah, and we're glad too that we can also be a bit of a distraction, you know, a bit of a way to keep you company. Happy to be that too. Because it's hard. Like, watching your parents age is rough. Oh, he's chewing on it. Your kid is weird. Mine always, like, I don't know if yours do this too, Rainbow, but mine would always have like one sock. Like they would just have one sock on, and then the other foot would be barefoot, and they'd just be like running around with just one sock. I don't do that so much anymore, but when they were little, there was a lot of just one socks. I am moving like so slow today. We may not make much progress on this cross stitch. I feel like I'm moving in slow motion. No, he takes them both off. He doesn't like socks and shoes on. I mean, that's fair. I don't like having socks and shoes on in the summer. In the winter, I have socks and slippers on usually, but that's because it's cold. And we also don't have carpeting in our house. Our house is all like the laminate flooring. So we don't have carpet. So the floors get kinda chilly on bare toes. I was super excited yesterday though. When I went to pick up Pewin from school, I saw 3 robins. And I was super excited because around here, when the robins come back, that's usually a pretty good sign that spring is coming and will be getting the nicer weather will stick around. So I was super excited for that. Thanks for the lurk, BK, and no worries. No worries. As always, we love our lurkers. I was trying to work on my mosaic cross stitch while Speckle was streaming last night, and I was just so tired. I was having such a hard time doing it. Yay for rabbits. Yeah, exactly. They're the best. I was so excited when I saw them. The geese have returned. So whenever they get worked up, you think about Speckle. Oh, I know. Oh, that was so funny. Yeah, the geese has now become a meme over in Speckle's channel because of the Untitled Goose Game. And then we got pretty unhinged with it after that. I've seen some geese. There were some geese in the parking lot when I took Pewin to drive, wandering around. So I have seen a couple geese. But the robins were really exciting. You heard geese and cranes. Nice. Yeah, I saw robin stuff, and so I was like, oh, I was so excited about the robins. I'm like, yes. Because I was just saying, Speckle and I were actually just talking about that on Wednesday, that I hadn't seen any robins yet. And I was sad, because I hadn't. And then yesterday, I saw 2. They're in your backyard. Oh, I love it. That's the best. That, like, yeah, the robins coming back. That is the best. I don't get a lot of them around this house. But the house that we lived in before we moved here, we would get tons of them. And I don't know what it was, if it was one of the trees that they really liked or what exactly it was, but the yard would just be full of them. They would get so many. I don't have a very big yard here though, so that could also be. And I don't have, the trees that I have are not particularly large trees either. So that could also be a thing. And we just have a lot of squirrels. Okay, we need to go here. I don't know that we would get robins on your porch, since they eat worms, unless you put worms on your porch. I don't know if you'd want to do that, though. They just land in front of the porch. You've never seen them on one of the feeders. Yeah, well, and I think it's because robins don't really do bird seed, right? They just do the worms. So I don't know if they have any specific, like, robin feeders. Or not. Yeah, worms and bugs. Yeah. Because I've never... Yeah, I've never seen one on a bird feeder. Oh, berries. Okay. I'm trying to decide how I want to progress because we need to switch. Like, we're at the point where we're shifting to start going up this way. So I don't want to go over and then have to and go back and then have to just like scooch over. So I think I have my plan figured out. Sounds like they're just ground eaters. That's what I thought. And then they carry the things back to their nests for their little babies. Little baby burbs. But it is exciting when they return. I get cardinals on my back deck sometimes, but not a ton of birds about. But I also don't have like any feeders either. So that could also have something to do with it. I don't have anything to entice them. I just get cats. We just get cats all over the place. And Rysand does not like it. Well, there's one he kind of likes. But I think that one has a home, because we didn't really see that cat all winter. So I think it had a place to go. But this is the cat that we've found sitting in because I have a little window over my sink, and Rysand likes to get in that window and sit in that window and look out. And you know, little gremlin butt that he is, he sometimes turns the sink on, and that's bad. And then I will come downstairs and like the water will be running, and I'm like, what are you doing? But we've had it where Rysand was sitting in the window on the inside, and on the other side of the window was this gray cat. So they're like both sitting in the window with each other, like separated by the pane of glass. So like there's the one cat on the outside and one cat on the inside. And Rhys is like, I don't know if he likes it or not. He gets really bushy. But it's hilarious. And then the other cat will jump down and I'll open the back door and the other cat will like talk to me, and you know, it has a lot to say. So it was so funny the first time we noticed it. It was an evening and he was in the window and Pewin grabbed him out of the window, and then he's like, there's another cat, and sure enough there was another cat sitting in the window on the other side. It's like, okay, that's a new one. But that's better than the one cat. We have this calico that lives at a neighbor's house, and we call her the bitch, because she jumps at the windows, like when Rysand is sitting in the windows trying to get them, and she's like shredded 3 of my screens trying to get at Rysand. And I'm not real happy about that. That this cat has like destroyed my screens. Yeah. And he gets freaked out and like makes horrible noises and runs away and is all bushy, and it's, yeah. So I'm not real thrilled with that. Like one of the screens I had to take out of my window because she was like messing it up so bad. And it makes me upset too, because like I like in the summer, I really like opening up the windows and getting in fresh air. And Rasand also likes to sit in the open windows too. He likes that a lot. But with this cat now destroying my screens, and it's not even my cat. Your ex had a calico, she was vicious. Yeah, we call her the bitch. We don't like her. So I'll like, if I see her, I'll like yell at her to try to scare her away because she's just a problem. So I'm not really looking forward to her return with the winter. She was mean too. We have the house on, so our house is kind of on like this weird triangle sort of lot. It's like it's a corner lot, but it's like a wedge. So our house on the one side is a rental. So there's been like we've had quite a few neighbors on that side. And one of the people that lived there, they had this really sweet tortie that lived there. She was really sweet, and she liked to be outside, and she liked to kind of hang out, and she wouldn't roam very far. But the number of times I had to chase away that stupid calico because she was like attacking our neighbor's cat. And we'd just hear these awful, cat fighting sounds. And so I'd go out and have to chase that stupid cat away. I'm like, no, leave her alone. She is sweet and just chilling. I do too. It sounds so awful, and it always sounds way worse than it is. But it sounds like they're murdering each other. Yeah, it does. It does. It sounds like they're dying. 100%. And then you're just like, what is happening? Oh no, the neighborhood cats are just attacking each other. Alright, we need some new thread here. Speaking of cats, I hear Rasan. He's coming. What's up, Rasan? What you doing? You gonna lay on your bed? Rasan is very vocal as well. He has a lot to say, and he says it very loudly. All right, we need another bit of thread, which actually works out well because then we can just go down this side with the new thread. I am liking how the flower is turning out. I'm liking the depth in the colors. It's been kind of fiddly to keep track of all of it, but I like the way that it's looking. Even if it's pink. Pink is not my favorite color. By any stretch of the imagination. But I do get some blue flowers in here. There's some blue and there's some yellow flowers as well. So, as you can tell from the little picture down there of what our pattern is going to look like. And I am going to save my pattern progress. Even though I'm not playing a game, I am going to listen to BilboBot and save the progress that I've been marking off on the pattern. So if you are playing a game or if you are working on a document, there is your reminder to save as well. So we don't lose our progress, because there is nothing more annoying than that. so I also, so my, the continuing saga of my glasses that I ordered from Pair Eyewear. I sent over my new prescription, and and then they sent me a return thing. So they're gonna let me return the glasses with the wrong prescription. And the reason that like I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to was that the error wasn't their fault. It was my eye doctor gave me the wrong prescription because for some dumb reason, the prescription the eye doctor gave me was not for the glasses that I need and that I was getting from the eye doctor, which is reading glasses. No, they gave me a distance prescription, which isn't really, like, I don't need a distance glasses. I have almost 20/20 vision from a distance, so I don't have problems seeing from a distance, and for some reason that was the prescription the doctor gave me. And it was also the first time I'd ever been given my prescription, like a paper copy of my prescription. I'd never been given one before, so I didn't really look particularly closely at it. I just assumed, which, you know, maybe was my fault, but I don't feel like it's that unreasonable to assume that the prescription your eye doctor gives you is for the glasses that you're getting from the eye doctor. I don't feel like that's that unrealistic of an assumption to have made. But it wasn't. It was for distance ones, and that was what I ended up ordering, and I got them, and I was like, these don't work. Like, this isn't good. Like, I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. So I did a bunch of things, and lo and behold, discover, no, it wasn't right, because they didn't give me the right prescription. So I'm glad, because while the pair glasses were a lot cheaper than like the glasses at the eye doctor, they were still like $100, and I was not going to be happy to having spent that money on, you know, glasses that I don't need, and I'm not ever going to use. So yeah. Oh yeah, it was so stupid, and it was so annoying. And my doctor acted all like, hi. Your hands are cold. My hands are cold. I'm sorry. I was like, I touched you, and I was like, oh, I don't. A1 is warming up my hands.
Very cold.
Hello. Speckle, you're alive! You survived! Good morning, Speckle. How are you? Yeah, so I was very annoyed, but they're going to let me, so I've got the return thing set up. So when I take P-Win over to drive, today I'll go and I'll return the glasses, and then I can get new ones that work, and then I can actually have my sunglasses for reading outside. How are you, Speckle? What were you looking at? These are my other glasses.
Yeah. I was like, are these the new ones or are they?
They're the new ones. Yeah.
I wanted to see the front.
Got it.
The side sparkles are.
The side sparkles are a little different. These side sparkles are like silvery, and the other ones were more purple.
Well, and they're like, whereas the other one was like.
Yeah. A little bit different. A little different. How are you doing, Speckle? Do you have like a bit of a hangover from the party stream? Macy won't let you get out of bed. Macy is like, you stayed up too late, human. You did too much. Now you must rest, and I will make you rest. So yeah, subathon hangovers are sore. I couldn't do one. I would die. I could not. I can't. Like, if I stream for 4 hours, I'm hurting. Like, a lot. I wish I could, because I feel like it would be really fun, but Nope. Definitely feel hungover, long stream, and all those sweets. That was why I was like, I was like, no, do a protein snack. Because I figured the sweet snacks might catch up with you. But yeah. You appreciate the protein reminders, but yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna redeem the snack and I'm gonna tell you to do a protein snack. I got your back. I should have done another one. I didn't. My brain turned to mush after we ate our dinner. I kind of turned into mush. We ended up ordering pizza because I was just like, I wasn't feeling great after streaming. I think it was just like overly fatigued because I was like, you know how like sometimes you're like, I don't know if I'm getting sick or if I'm just overly fatigued. And I think I was just overly fatigued. Because I don't feel as bad today, but I was starting to feel pretty rough. So my brain kind of turned to mush. You actually ate the whole protein bar throughout the night. Good. Good, good. Very good. Yeah, and Rainbow said that you made it to midnight, so that was awesome. I felt bad having to go, but I was, like I said, I was already mush and struggling. So it was like, I'm not gonna function the next day if I stayed up the whole time with you. I was with you in spirit. In my dreams, I was celebrating with you. But I'm glad it was a good stream. It looked like you were having a lot of fun. No crazy people showed up to be problematic, and I'm glad that it went well and you had fun and it was a good way to celebrate your birthday. You did, but don't feel bad. Yeah. I knew you'd understand. I did the best I could. You did the best I could. Every time you looked over, it looked like you were... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It did. It was a good time. I was trying to stitch on my, my mosaic, but my brain was not working all that well. Good morning, Hentai. Your coffee is ready and waiting. Aw, what a good guy. How are you? Well, you stay up late anyway, so you're probably fine. But, how are you doing with the aftermath? The confetti aftermath? It might be your favorite stream so far, and you've done a couple of those type of streams, but you think that was the most successful and really the most interactive. I think you're right. I think that you're right. It felt like even when it like there was like a little lull, it was like a good lull. It was just like a moment to pause and catch your breath before it went all chaotic again. She had to vacuum before even going to bed. Oh, you did end up vacuuming? Yeah, I figured you would probably be sleeping in this morning after all of the excitement and the shenanigans. After trying to sweep. Oh, yeah, I bet it was hard to get all that confetti up. But I'm glad that it was really successful, and I'm glad that it went well, and I'm glad that you had fun. I had fun hanging out with you. You did? I really think you're gonna be tracking confetti all your house and you needed to make an effort. That is fair. That is totally, totally fair. Yeah, and those subathon streams too, because not only are they long, but your energy, you've got to keep your energy up. You know, that's like a long time to keep your energy up. So it's not even like it's like a chill long stream. It's a pretty energetic, lot happening kind of a stream. It's very adhesive to the floor. Oh, really? It's sticky and didn't want to sleep on. Okay. Well, and chair mats kind of can be a little bit, they're not like necessarily like sticky, but like things tend to stick to chair mats a little bit more as well. So I can see how that could be problematic. Static, there we go. Staticky, got it. I'm like in slow motion today myself, and I didn't even like stream for hours like you did. I'm just in slow motion. But we are just cross stitching today, no crochet. We'll do a vote in the Discord for which Lord of the Rings wooble we want to do first. There's confetti on your bedroom floor. Yeah, you're gonna be finding confetti in like 5 years. You'll be like, oh look, there's some more confetti from the birthday stream in 2025. Because that is definitely the kind of thing. I remember there was this, like the Easter grass that you put in like Easter baskets. I want to say there was one year where we had put some of that in the Easter baskets, and I swear we found Easter grass for like the next 2 years, just in all kinds of random places. And like you'd sweep, and then all of a sudden there's like more Easter grass. Yes, no, yeah, Easter grass is like it's just as bad as confetti. Yeah. It was the same thing. Like you'd still find it would still like turn up and there'd still be Easter grass, and you're just like, where is this coming from? Like maybe it actually grows, I don't know. There's confetti in the living room by the stairs where the kitty food juices are. There's confetti in the kitchen. There's confetti everywhere. Confetti, Easter grass, tinsel all replicates by itself, glitter, all of the different types of craft herpes. That is what that stuff is. You woke up about an hour ago and took some Tylenol and went back to bed. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. I did get to have a little bit of a sleep in because spring break for P-Win started today, so he did not have to go to school. So I did get a little bit of extra sleep today. So that was a good thing. And I know that I will probably not be functioning much this evening with streaming and then taking P-Win out to drive, or to his driving lesson. And then having to sit and wait for him to drive. I don't think I will be functioning well after I take him back to his dad's. This may be TMI, but when you changed your pajamas, I'm not surprised. It gets everywhere. It really does. It's like when you buy like a gift bag or something like that, and it's got the glitter on it, and you're finding like glitter in your underwear, and you're like, why is there glitter in my underwear? That stuff does end up all over the place. That is for sure. Yes, it's like sand at the beach. It is. Although sand at the beach is probably more annoying because it's all like coarse and awful. At least like glitter doesn't have much of a texture. But yeah. It ends up in all the crevices. Alright, we are getting close to being done with this color. I did get the next color out and ready to go. so that when we are done with this color, that is ready for us. Let's see, you need to go right here. Yep, just a little bit more with this one, and then we've got our next color, which is kind of, it's like a corally color. And then the final color before the yellow center is this dark, it's kind of like, it's not quite red, it's more like a wine, it's like a richer red. So that's the, will be the color after the coral color. And there's quite a bit of that. That's like a lot of the center is that color. So, Steph, I know you said you were playing WoW again. Are you playing Classic or are you playing Retail? Again, if you're still here. I'm not playing this season. I don't really like this expansion. And I was not liking just the overall feeling. Retail, how are you liking it? I was just not liking the way I don't particularly enjoy WoW a lot. It's not my favorite game. And I was really not enjoying it, and I was raiding as stressful, and I could never find a group to consistently run keys with, and I just found myself feeling kind of like left out and lonely and frustrated. And I was like, I don't like the way this makes me feel. It's so overwhelming. There's so much, but you're slowly learning more and more, so it's getting better. You're a classic girl. Yeah, and I think that's the other thing too, is like I didn't start playing until Dragonflight. And so I don't know any of the lore. I have no investment in any of these characters whatsoever. And I'm just kind of like, and people are not nice. So you have no idea about the lore either. You wish you did. No, that's 100%. I was like, I wish I knew what was going on, but I don't know what's going on. Okay, Speckle. Like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who these people are. I'm not necessarily invested in them. And there's so much. Imagine knowing the entire story and and people do. Like, people do. You would be extremely invested. Yes. I did, when I played Lord of the Rings online, I read the story that you were doing, because you kind of went like alongside like the Fellowship from Lord of the Rings. And so, and occasionally like what you were doing would like cross paths. So you'd like cross paths with them and stuff like that. And then they would have like later on in the game, like the epic battles from Lord of the Rings, like the Battle of Helm's Deep, they incorporated into the game. So you'd have instances where you were fighting in the Battle of Helm's Deep, and I was a lot more invested in that than I have been in WoW. And I know people have done like YouTube videos and stuff that supposedly recap the story, and they'll include all of the cinematics, but they're like hours long to watch. And I'm like, ooh, I don't care that much to go back in and watch all of it. Yeah, it's so much. So I'm not playing this season. I don't know if I'll do the next season or not. It's just gonna depend. on how I'm feeling with it. Yeah, no, hentai definitely does. Hentai, you played since like the beta, haven't you, hentai? I have been playing some Lotro. But I'm playing on one of their legendary servers, which is it's a lower level cap and it's like the older content, and then they slowly level up they slowly bump up the level cap because there's so much. Again, Lotro is the same way. The level cap is super high. There's a lot of content, and I wasn't in there for a while. So I've kind of gone back to like the legacy servers, and I've been playing there and having a lot of fun with that. But the one legacy server that I'm playing on, wraiths, like not the Nazgul, but like other like wraiths will randomly spawn when you kill a mob, and they're like either signature, which is like a step up from a normal mob, elite, or I even had like a master elite mob, which is like basically a mini boss in a dungeon, spawn on me. And the signature ones I'm fine with. The elite ones I can't kill by myself and I have to run away from. Welcome in, Zinni. How are you? There has not been a season of WoW that Hentai has not played. I'm not surprised. I believe Zinni is the same way.
A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Welcome in, Zinni. How are you? How are you? Yeah, Zinni is another one that's played WoW for ever, I think. And probably knows all the lore. But Zinni is like the master auction house manipulator. Zinni knows how to make money. All right, we are switching on to the next color because we've just finished this one. We do have an ad that's gonna play in about 5 minutes, so we will take a little break for ad time. The auction house. You're not one for PvP. Yeah, so is Hentaya. You and Hentaya probably could do a lot of talking about WoW. Okay, this is our next color that we're adding in. And this is gonna kind of fill in some of like these gaps over here. So we're gonna add this one now. So yeah, I'm very much a newbie to it. And still, and not my fave. You bought 5 original CEs at retail, gave the last one to Speckle, made back your cost, plus a bit selling to... Oh, really? Huh. Yeah, it's not, it is not my favorite game. But that's okay. It doesn't have to be, right? There are lots of games out there. So my subscription is paused. So, but staying up late and raiding was hard on my body, and it had some very frustrating moments as well. And I was like, this is not really all that fun. All right. Let's see. This is always the fun part of trying to figure out the most effective way to start working on this. I think we're gonna start here. I don't know if we have enough people here. Do we want to try to do Boom Bears while I am on my break, or just just leave the music on. What do we think, chat? Those of you who are here and paying attention. Because if we're gonna do Boom Bears, I need to get it open. I don't have it open right now. Or do we just want to do like a normal whatever break? Get up, stretch, go to the bathroom for everybody. Give everyone a break. Since it's all we're kind of having a quiet day. So maybe bears murdering each other isn't, bears should not explode at our whims. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking we'll just do like a normal break. Since I think we're all pretty low energy today. Oh, come on. And my hands aren't working super well, and I'm in slow motion. I cannot, there we go. That took some effort. I don't even think I'm in the right spot. There. Whew. I'm trying to decide if when I take P-Win over to drive, if I want to go check out Joanne's. I'm not sure if I do. It made me really sad going in there, so I don't know if I want to make myself sad. Where am I? Okay. I guess I needed to I missed 2 stitches right there of the last color, but I'm just gonna fill it in with this color because I don't want to switch back. I think it will be fine. It will be fine. Not that big of a deal. Bears are in survival. It's not mean like dodgeball or something. Alright, and that ad is gonna play in just a minute. So I am going to stop stitching. And there it goes, and I'm gonna take a quick break and use the bathroom. A good time for you all to do the same thing, and then we will be back in just a few minutes. Alright, I am back. Thank you everyone for sticking around during that ad break. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I know ads are annoying, but they are that easy, free way to support your streamer friends, and we do appreciate it. So, alright, we're gonna keep going. Oh, before I do though, Speckle, are you still there? Ooh, Steph, thanks for getting your daily tater. Are you paying attention, Speckle? Because I wanted to show you. You're here. Okay. I got the yarn that I ordered for that blanket arrived, and I wanted to show you that. Let me put this over here. So this is the what the blanket will be made up of. Like these are these will be the hexagons. I ran out of this yarn that I was using to just test this with, so it's not actually bound off, it's just threaded through the edges. So this is the and I just realized that I'm not straight. There we go. So this is the hexagon, what the blanket will be made up of. It's not blocked either, but I think it's really pretty. This isn't the color though. Yeah, well, it was kind of bunched up on the needles, so now that you can see the pattern. But then this is the yarn that I'm using, and this is a pretty, it's a pretty good representation. It's maybe slightly darker in person than is showing up here, but this is what the blanket will be. It's like a sagey green, so I'm excited about it. US Cascade for the super Doctor Who scarf. It is good yarn. It is. It's soft, and it has really good stitch definition. And I want, you know, with this, I want good stitch definition. It's like a lighter worsted, but it needed to have good stitch definition. This has pretty good stitch definition, but this yarn didn't have the color selection, so we went with this. But it is a really pretty color. P1 tried to steal it. So I needed 11 skeins of it. So what I ordered came in was like a pack of 10, and then there was just like a loose, there was just like a loose skein out there, and P1 tried to steal it because it was soft. I was like, no. And Zinni, oh my goodness, thank you for the 45 stream watch streak. That is wild. Thank you for being here for the last 45 streams in a row. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate that support and just showing up and being here and hanging out, lurking, chatting, whatever it is. I appreciate that support. Thank you so much. So yeah, so I'm excited about it. And I was wrong. I thought I needed to do 50 hexagons. I don't. I need to do 32 hexagons and then 8 like half hexagons. So if I can do 1 a week, which is totally manageable, I will be fine to get it done. And I might work on some on stream. It'll just depend on how things are progressing. But I think if I did work on it on stream, it would probably have to be more of like a crafty co-working, because I kind of have to pay attention. And it would be challenging to chat while working on those, I think. But I'm excited about them. I think they'll be good. And I think they'll appreciate it too. Because I would not be happy if I knit an entire blanket and they were just kind of like, oh. But I don't think they will be. I think they'll appreciate it. Because I think handmade gifts are the best gifts. No, it's such a big project. You want it to be fun to knit and not frustrating. Exactly. And I think it will be. I enjoyed knitting that hexagon. So I might cast on one tonight. We'll see. We'll just see what I'm in the mood for. But I do think that they'll appreciate it. Especially I really like the girl that he's marrying. She's really nice, and I like her a lot. She talks to us more at family gatherings than like my family does in many ways. So oh, this is my half square. This is this one right here. You started doing yarn work yourself. You never truly understood the amount of work that went into hand until you started doing yarn work yourself. Yeah. Well, I think that there is something to be said for that. That you know, people that don't do it don't fully understand it. But even before I was like doing it myself, I think I still got like the concept that like this took a lot of time. I don't know that I realized like the full extent of like how expensive it also is. Like, yarn isn't cheap. And so when you take into account the cost of the yarn plus the time that it takes to do it, yeah. I did once have, so I had a friend who had a baby, and when she had the baby, it was at a time where I didn't have like a lot of money that I could go and like buy the cute baby stuff. So, but I had started knitting at that point, and I was like, well, I'll knit her like a baby hat and like some little baby booties. And I had another friend who she sewed, and she was actually a midwife, and she would sew like these baby blankets that she would give to like her clients when she would deliver their babies. And so she made me a baby blanket that kind of matched the hat and little booties that I had knit for this friend. And I went to we went to the baby shower, and I gave her my handmade items, and she was just kind of like, oh. Like, she was put out that I didn't like go buy something from her Macy's baby registry. It's like, all right, so I will not make you anything ever again if that's the way that you're gonna respond to this gift. It didn't make me feel very good. Lunch is here. You need to duck out for now. Later, taters. All right, enjoy your lunch, Cece. We'll be here. I'll probably be here for like another hour, so we may be here when you're back. If not, have a great weekend, and I hope seeing your mom goes well. Thanks for being here and hanging out, though. I appreciate you. It's always so disappointing. You understand it's hard to know what actually goes into a handmade myth, but it's hand freaking made. At least understand it's an act of love, right? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, I made this for you. Can you just appreciate that in and of itself? No, apparently the answer is no. And it was something that I was worried about too with this person. I was like, I don't know how this is gonna go, but I was like, well, too bad. Yes, we love it. All the support back to you. We are here for you. However we can help, we are here, my friend. I keep getting my thread caught on my needle minder. Like, whoops. Go, Petal, getting her tasks done. How are you holding up, Petal? Petal had her flu and COVID shot, so gonna top off coffee and get some yogurt. Sounds good. So far, okay. Excellent. I am glad. I hope that it continues to be okay. And that you don't, like, wake up tomorrow and are like, oh. Yeah, they are double trouble. That they are. I can't get any vaccine anymore without it taking me out, I have discovered. So that's fun. I have to, like, plan. Like, okay. I'm getting these boosters done today. I need to clear my schedule for the next couple of days and be prepared to feel awful and pretty much spend the time in bed. And I apologize. I know I'm not, like, I am not overly chatty today either. So I apologize for that. We're just gonna be, very low key and chill. Oh, I don't know how well you all can see, but Gus is back there now, hanging out with the dragon. Because we did finish Gus yesterday. I did post a picture of Gus in his finished form on the Discord. So if you're in the Discord, there is a picture of Gus there. He turned out cute. And next week we'll start the Lord of the Rings woobles. So I'm excited to do some woobling with y'all. Not sure what day we'll do it right now. Probably later in the week. Because as the week goes on and I start to run out of energy, that's usually when I'm like in the mood to do the crafting, as the battery gets low and gets harder to refill. Although next week shouldn't be too bad, since it's spring break and I don't have to get up, and there's not a lot on my calendar next week. Assuming I don't somehow get sucked into another 4-hour accountant conversation, I should be okay. That was something else. And then P-Win doesn't drive again until next weekend, so, and then he drives Saturday and Sunday next weekend, so kind of low-key. The only thing I have on my calendar for next week is a massage. So it's like the thing on my schedule for next week is like the ultimate of self-care. And that'll be Tuesday. So I am here for that one. I need it. Although I probably should have scheduled it for Wednesday after I interact with my brother. Probably what I should have done. Because those interactions are always... they're so draining. And I feel bad that they are so draining, but they are so draining. I saw that. Do you remember that Inzoi game that we did the character creation thing for on stream? It looks like that's supposed to be coming out next week. I saw some people streaming it in early access. Has anybody watched any of the people streaming the early access of that game? Just wondered if anyone had any like initial impressions. I didn't watch any of it because I was streaming and then I was in Speckle's stream. So I'm just wondering what the gameplay of that is looking like. You've seen people discussing it, but you haven't watched anything. What are people saying that you've seen so far, Puddle? I might try to see if I can find some people streaming it this weekend and just see. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest with you. I don't know if the hyper realistic look of I'm gonna call them Sims. They're not Sims. I don't know if that's gonna appeal to me. You've only seen people talking about whether they'll get it. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that hyper realistic model, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. It was like cool to check out like the character creation and stuff, but I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I don't know if I would like it. back. There's confetti in your bathroom. There's confetti everywhere. You got confetti everywhere. The Inzoi game. Because I'm seeing that it's there. I've seen some people streaming it, because it's an early access, like with early access stuff, and it's supposed to, the game is supposed to come out, I think, next week sometime. And so I was saying that, the character creation was cool and everything, but I don't know if I would like that hyper realistic character model. Yeah, we had fun with the character creation. It's just that I don't know if how I feel about that. Yeah, like that hyper realistic model. So I was asking if anyone in chat had watched any streams of it or had seen any of the actual gameplay yet. So I may try to see if I can find some people streaming it this weekend and see. I don't know how much the game is gonna be either. You know, I don't want to pay like $60 for a game and then be like, I really don't like this. You see a few people on your followed list. Okay. Yeah, and I saw a couple of people yesterday, but obviously I was in your stream paying attention to what you were doing, so I didn't really like pop into anybody. So I was just wondering if anybody else had, although I think most people here were probably in your stream too, so they probably didn't, but either, but I thought I would just ask and see if anybody had seen anything with it. So who knows, maybe if I watch it and I like what I see and it's not an expensive game, I don't know, maybe we give that a try a little next week. I don't know, we'll see. We will see, we will see. I also don't know that I feel like I don't know if I'm in the mood for a new game. Like, sometimes you go through streaks where you're like, I just want to play something new. I don't know if I'm in that place. I'm also not gaming as much. Mainly because I'm just, in the evenings, I'm so, like, tired and it just hurts to sit at my PC any longer. And so, there's that. But I would like to watch some people and see. I have it on my Steam wish list. So it may just stay there until it goes on sale in one of the sales. I really am liking the way this flower is coming out, though. Especially, like, it's funny because, like, obviously I'm seeing it in a much closer up, than the camera is showing. But then when I look up at the camera, I like the way that it's looking like from that distance. It's looking really pretty. You have a yogurt body rioting a little all over all the sugar. Not terribly so. Just gonna be eating proper today for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I was worried about you with that. I'm glad it's not too bad though. I was afraid you might be in rough shape today. So yay for not. I feel like I actually did that one weirdly. I don't know. What did I... Maybe I did it okay. Okay. Okay, welcome in. How are you? Welcome, welcome. We're ending our week with some snark. Because why not? No, not actually that kind of sick today. Just a little wonky feeling. Good. I mean, not good that you're feeling wonky, but good that that you're not like sick. So. Wonky is manageable. Sick is no. We reject. All right. I don't have a ton left with this color. Actually, before this color comes back into play. What time is your flight tomorrow, Speckle? And I'm assuming that you're spending the night and then the cruise leaves on Sunday? Is that the itinerary for you? I hope that the cruise all goes well and you don't have any issues. Flight is at 5:55 out of Detroit, staying the night at the hotel. Okay. Okay, well that's good. At least you don't have like a super early flight tomorrow. So that'll be good. Give you another... lets you, get a little extra sleep tomorrow to continue your recovery from yesterday. No, it's not too bad. You did get home quite late the following Sunday night, though. Okay. But at the end of the trip, it's not so bad. Yeah, I could see that the end, it wouldn't be terrible, because then you're just home. I know you've usually been like you get there the day before, which makes sense, because I feel like it could be like getting there and then going and getting right on the boat from the airplane, especially when you're working it, could be really icky. Plus, if the flight's delayed, the boat won't wait. I think we have time that we'll be able to start this next color. We just have a few stitches left with this color, so we'll go ahead and get started on the next one and just kind of see how it all progresses. I'm still doing okay, so I'll probably stay live for a little while longer. So I was saying, I think you were AFK though, that I'm trying to decide if I want to go back into Joanne's while Pewin is driving. And just see if they've gotten anything new in. But it did make me so sad the last time I went in there, so I was like, I don't know. It's so sad in there, but they have, yeah, no, I know I saw those signs the one time I went in there. I also don't know what I would want to get either. Because I just got all of that yarn that I need for the blanket. And I suspect that floss is not the new stuff that they would be getting. And while it's tempting to try to get some fabric, I'm not making anything with fabric right now. So that would just, I would just get fabric and like have to store it because I'm not making anything at the moment. I have thought about making some more project bags, but I don't think that, but I'm not there yet. Shrimp Creole is ready, so you must go eat as you are hungry. All right, enjoy your shrimp Creole. That would kill me. But I hope you enjoy it, Zinni. Go and eat. No, they haven't had any new floss, no yarn, no yarn accessory. Yeah, exactly. And that's like what I would go like that's what I would want, right? From Joann's. Is like that kind of stuff. So I don't know if it's worth the sadness. Yeah, they were when I was in there too. Petal. And almost completely out of yarn. There was just like a couple of colors of like their, is it Big Stitch? Was that their in-house brand of yarn? There's like a couple of colors of that. And then like some untangled stuff that people had like unwound kind of. All right, let me get my thing of floss out so that I can get our next color. 8/16. I don't know if I'm gonna sneeze or cough more. The red yarn you got for your Hello Kitty hat, and most of the balls were coming apart. You dug until you found one most intact. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it looked like when I was in there. Just a lot of the stuff was coming apart and not great. All right, this is our next color. It's gonna go back on our inside. It's the same color that the fuck is, so. So I might not. I am gonna return. I did get the return for the glasses that I got. So they are gonna take the glasses back. And it looks like they do a credit, and then I will reorder the glasses with the correct prescription. It's the same color as the fuckus. Yes. So when I'm out, I'll drop those off at the UPS store to get them sent back. So, and it's like a free return as well. So, and I don't need a box or anything like that. So that's nice. Yeah, they were good about it. Wasn't a problem. I was afraid that because it was the mistake, while it wasn't my personal mistake, it came like on my end. I was afraid that they would be like, yeah, no, we're sorry, we can't do anything with that. But turns out it's okay. So I am glad. I'm still furious at my doctor's office. But not much I can do about that. Yeah, it wasn't their fault, but they were glad they're easy to work with for their turn. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't their fault. And when I sent the message to their customer service about it, I fully acknowledged that. I was like, I realized that the fault isn't, doesn't lie with you. But I still wanted to reach out and just see if there was anything. And what was interesting was when you go through like the return process, it asks you like, why are you returning it? Hi River, welcome in. How are you doing? Good to see you. It asks you like, okay, why are you returning these? And like one of the options was the glasses don't correct my vision or something like that. And then when you click on that, then there's like another set of like responses, and one of them was doctor gave me the wrong prescription, which makes me wonder if like this is a thing that happens a lot, that the eye doctors just give the wrong prescription to their patients. You're doing great today. How are y'all? You're vibing today. I am so glad to hear that you're doing great. That's awesome. I'm doing okay. I'm kind of on the low energy side of things today. So we're having a really chill, really low key crafting time because I am low energy. And it is a shorter stream today because P-Win is gonna go drive later this afternoon, so we have to go to that. It was she did have a hype-tastic stream, 100%. Yeah, it's a low spoon day. You're quite hungover. Yeah. I wouldn't be able to, I don't know if I did something like that. I don't know if I could get out of bed the next day. Like it would be a rough day. It actually feels like a hangover. Well, probably because of like also the sugar. Because you had a lot more sugar than you normally do. So that also probably contributes to that hungover feeling as well. Yes, 100%. I agree with River. Do all the self-care things. You definitely indulged a lot. Which is okay. That's okay to do. From time to time. Which I know you know. We talk about this stuff a lot. Now look at how pretty this flower is looking with all of the different shades of pink. Like, look at how pretty that looks. Taking it easy today, eating properly, hydrating, caffeinating, not rushing to do the things you have to do today. Perfect. Isn't it? It is. You're gonna drop a little lurkies, but you love y'all. All right, thank you for the lurk, River. Enjoy your lurk. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. It is. It is. It is the most satisfying thing. That is like, I think my favorite thing about cross stitch is watching the image develop before your eyes. And I think that's what makes the mosaics extra satisfying, because the image develops like quicker, but then also for me, like the sharp lines of the geometric patterns, they just make my brain really happy. So that also is one that, like, I've been really enjoying that quite a bit. I need to work on my giant one a little bit more. Maybe I think I'll do that more this weekend. That one's harder though, because it's so big. The image doesn't materialize in front of me in the same way. Yeah, the beginning of your mosaic is all chaos and blobby, and then it starts coming together and it's very satisfying. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's kind of how, like, all cross stitch, when you get started, it's like you've got just like these random stitches in places and they haven't really taken a shape yet, but then as you go and that shape starts to form, it's just like, oh yeah, this is exactly it. It's coming together now, right in front of me, and I am here for it. Oops. But what I'm liking with this is just the way the different shades are creating such a depth to this flower. It's really nice. This is the last, like, pinky red bit for this flower. After this is done, then the only thing we have left to do on this flower is just gonna be like the little yellow center. So we're getting close to being done with this flower. I think, I don't know, what do we think? After we finish this flower, should we finish the saying and then go back to the flowers maybe? Or should we just leave it as fuck for a little while longer? You know, one more flower and then we finish the saying. Because the fuck sentiment definitely still applies. Like, a lot still applies. Oh, whoops. Oops. I needed to leave 3 and I only left 2. So let me pull that out real quick. I'm glad I caught that then. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. I wondered. I was like, I thought that that was a little bit off because I was like, wait, there's only supposed to be 2 stitches there, but maybe I was like, but maybe I missed a stitch again of that other color. No, I didn't. I just miscounted. But we're good now. We got it. Hello, Toots. Good morning and happy time zone and happy Friday. How are you? How are you doing? I thought yesterday all day was Friday. And in a way it kind of was, because Ewan didn't have school today. And it was the end of the week before their spring break. But my brain was like, it's Friday all day yesterday. It obviously wasn't. You're irritated? Oh no, why are you irritated? What happened? You just got off the phone with your therapy place and they are trying to squeeze you for more money? Rude. That reminds me, I gotta make some phone calls about some billing stuff myself. That is irritating. Are they trying to say like insurance isn't covering something? They charge you a copay in November and you met your max out of pocket in September, so you should not have a copay. Oh, and they're trying to make you do the copay. Got it. Well, that sounds like you might have to call your insurance. Too. Which I hate. I hate dealing with insurance people. So really, they owe you for the 66 cents you overpaid. Actually, you owe me money, thank you. What a pain. What a pain. Huh. Alright, I think our goal might be to finish this color before the end of stream today. Which I think is doable. I have to end by 1:30 my time, so I have to end in like a half hour. But I think we can do it. We'll make a valiant effort anyway. I'm very low spoons, so I'm not the most chatty today. It's a quieter stream today. And I don't have the reason to be low spoons like Speckle does. I just am. Yes. Very, very. You're allowed to be. You're allowed to be. I won't ask you if you want to hang out with me while P-Win drives. Because I know you need to recover. So, I won't ask. Alright, there is the notif for the ad break. We will take a break when the ad plays, because I do need to get up and stretch a little bit. My back is kind of hurting. And so, good time for everybody else too as well. So we will do that when the ad goes. You're doing your best to budget the things you need to do energy-wise. I completely get and understand the energy budgeting thing. People don't like, when I've mentioned energy budgeting to people before, sometimes they give you a weird look, but it's 100% a thing that I have to do on a daily basis. So I get it. You ended up deleting, well, moving CC to a removed CC folder just in case you needed a mesh. Over 3,300 CC items, but then you downloaded some shoes from Malden and other shoe CC creators, but you removed 2,700. That's a lot of CC. That's a lot. You ate your yogurt and you feel like you ate a giant meal. You're so full. Yeah, be very gentle with yourself today. You can do a reverse production thing. Work for 15 minutes and then rest for 45. Yeah, I often do like a 50-50 split. Where I'll do productivity for 30 minutes and then take a 30-minute break. That's what if I'm not doing like a co-working with you all, that's what I do. That actually sounds like what you might need to do. Do a 15-minute focus, then a longer break. Yep. And like, there's nothing wrong with needing to take those longer breaks if it helps you get done what you want to get done. But yeah, that's how I do things a lot, is 30 minutes on and 30 minutes off. Like like last year when I had to go over and I was working at my mom's house, and it was a lot of like physical stuff. That's what I did. I did 30 minutes and then I would sit and I would rest for 30 minutes. And then I would do another 30 minutes. And I could only do that like, if it was a good day, I could do it 4 times. So I could, or no, not 4 times. 4 hours was always too much. I could do like a 3-hour stretch. That was like a good day. Usually it was only like 2 hours. But it got done. It took a while, but we got there in the end. With some help, but we did get there. And that's what I do if I'm cleaning my house too. Like on the days where I'm like, I need to clean the kitchen or I need to clean the bathroom. I do 30 minutes of doing it and then 30 minutes of rest. And then when I'm done, I am done for the day, and that has been all of the energy that I have. And then also the other part is like giving yourself the grace to do it. Because one of the things I struggled with for a long time was just like feeling frustrated with myself that I couldn't do more, or like I was being lazy or something like that. I've gotten over that a lot now. So you gotta also Be kind and give yourself grace. All right, that ad is gonna play. So we're gonna take a little break while that ad plays. There will be a tater hunt that will go during the ad break. We're just gonna have like a break during that time. So I'm not gonna put on Boom Bears. We're just gonna have a quiet break. So get up, stretch as you need to, refill drinks, make sure everybody is staying hydrated, and then I will be back when that ad is over, and we're gonna make a significant effort at trying to finish up this color. I don't know if we will get there, but we're gonna try. All right, I will be back in just a few minutes. Thank you everyone for sticking around during that ad break. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's see how much of this we can get done. I have to end in about 20 minutes. So let's see how much progress we can make. And if we're able to get it finished or not. And congrats to everyone who won taters on their tater hunt. Rip your taters if you did not. Rinny, welcome in. How are you? Welcome, welcome. We're having a pretty low-key crafting stream today. I think everybody in here is a little on the low battery side, so we're all pretty chill and quiet. Happy Friday! I'm glad you're good. I'm glad. It's a low battery day, but that's okay. And but we're doing a little snarky cross stitch. Working on a flower. I'm trying to get this color done in today's stream. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but we're gonna try. It is indeed a yes, it is. So it is a quieter stream today. Just doing some cross stitch. We all kind of had a late night last night with Speckle. She had a big birthday support-a-thon stream and streamed a long time, and I was up later than normal in her stream. She was up late and streaming, and so I think there's a lot of us that are kind of feeling the slightly hungover, not quite like how she is hungover from her support-a-thon, but I think a lot of us are feeling it. Yeah, you're not sure what you want to do today. I know those days where you're just like, I want to play a game, but I don't know what game I want to play. Or I don't know if I want a game or if I want to craft or what I want to do. I'm not sure what my evening will entail exactly. After P1 drives and I take him to his dad's, I'll probably pick up some food to bring home for Awen and I. But then I don't know what I'll do. I don't know if I'll do some cross stitch. I don't know if I'll try to game a little. I just don't know. I guess we will see. I've done the character creation, but I haven't done any of the gameplay. I was asking about that earlier. I know some people have been streaming it, and just wondering, so I wondered if anybody had seen anything and what they thought of it. You're trying to be productive, but you just want to play WoW. I hate that. And you're like, I just want to play games, but I need to do stuff. That is a mood. 100% a mood. You should be productive, but you're so tired. I know, like, we all, I think all of us are, like, hungover from Speckle's support-a-thon. Like, I think all of us are like, oh. Which is how you know, when we say that we have a blended community, we really do have a blended community. And when one of us does something big, it impacts everybody. It was worth it. It was definitely worth it. 100%. We told Rainbow to go rest, but she wanted to stay to the end, and I love you for that. But yeah, we're all so tired. I couldn't stay to the end. I would have been, and I know you know, But me staying for the end would have been kind of disastrous. So I stayed as long as I could, but I did have to listen to my body. Plus, I got to celebrate with you on Wednesday too. So you and I had our own little celebration. You had to stay up to restart the dryer, so there you go. Exactly. I have also had late nights trying to finish laundry. You forced yourself to turn off your PC at 2:22 last night. You were listening to more of the Flesh and Fire series and wanting to hear more, but you forced yourself to shut it off. You can't get a book hangover on a second listen. I know what's happening. I can't get a book hangover. Yeah, the bestie time was the best. So we had our time. Oop. You need a new dryer. You have to run it. Oh, that's annoying. I usually have to run mine twice for the stuff to be fully dry. I need to do is I need to check like the tube, the lint tube thing, and just make sure that that's like fully cleaned out. So I need to like try to get the get the shot vac or something. You finished Throne of Glass this weekend? You're on a book hangover. Oh my gosh, did it destroy you? River's still working through it, so no spoilers. But how did you handle that ending, Rinny? You still had to run it an extra 30 minutes this morning. Oh, that's annoying. It absolutely killed. Right? In the best way, it absolutely kills you. So I'm gonna work up on this side a little bit before, and then come back down, I think. With this red. It's such a good book. Oh, yes, I agree. Kingdom of Ash is probably the best book of the series. And yeah, exactly. It tied it all together. Wasn't that like just a stroke of mastery, the way that she pulls it all together at the end? That's why I think it's her best series. Because all of it just comes together at the end, and everything makes sense, and everything had a point, and all of the characters had a purpose, and it just all fit. Yeah, exactly. All of the stories aligned. Yep. Have you read ACOTAR, Rinny? Thanks for redeeming your daily tater, River. Rinny just finished Throne of Glass, the whole series. So we're not spoiling anything for you, so don't worry. River is still on Crown of Midnight. Yeah, you read it before Throne of Glass to see how they all kind of string. Okay. Do you agree that see, I don't think she did nearly as good of a job in ACOTAR as she did in Throne of Glass. That's my opinion. It is a gateway drug. It 100% is a gateway drug. Throne of Glass is definitely a slower burn series, but it I think it's just done better. And thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in and welcome to the community. Feel free to introduce yourself if you would like, but if you would like to not be perceived and keep lurking, that is totally fine too. We do very much love our lurkers around here. Ekatar got you back into reading, so it always yes. And that's fair. That is totally fair. I get that. So are you gonna do Crescent City next, Rennie? Back, and Macy says, meh, meh, Macy. We love you, Macy. You're the best. She's insisting on your lip. Of course she is. Of course. And she's making biscuits on your lip. Oh, I love that. Rasand cannot make biscuits. He does not know how. You just started at Crescent City and it's taking you a while to get into, and you don't know if it's your book. No, I don't think it's your book hangover. I don't think it's your book hangover. Crescent City takes some getting into. It's not my favorite. It's my least favorite of the 3 series. Least try. Yeah, he does try. He does this. He tries. He just doesn't do it right. He doesn't really know how to cat. You don't think the tiny bit of crossover in the CC series is worth reading though? Yeah. No. No. The characters are so stupid though. That was Daisy for her first year, and she's still questionable, but she does have 4 other cats to be her example. That's true. She does have an example. Reese does not. I am, so I'm rereading Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. And I will die on the hill that Mistborn is 1000% where Sarah J. Maas got the inspiration for the characters in Throne of Glass. Their backstories, everything is so freaking similar that I will die on this hill. You did. You got to pet him. You did. You got to pet him. Yes. 100% I would recommend From Blood and Ash. And then the Fire and the Flesh, that's the prequel. 10 out of 10 would recommend those 2 series. Read Blood and Ash first. And then read the prequel series, which sounds like it doesn't make, like, it sounds like like you would want to read the prequel series first, but don't. It was written after, and I think Toots, you probably would agree with me on that one, that do the prequel after. Yes, it is. That is the one. Yep. Yeah, it's really good. Another one, I think, with the prequel series thrown in there, I think it's another one like Throne of Glass, where everything has just been really well thought out and put together. And I kind of feel like we're gonna get a lot of the loose ends are gonna be tied up, and all of the connections that are gonna get made between the 2 series is gonna be really, really good. Sorry, I'm having a problem rethroating this. Bear with me a second. But that is my opinion on that series. It's fun realizing things after reading. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why I've been rereading as well. Is just kind of going back and picking up on all of the little tidbits that got dropped in there. And I'm excited that June 10th is when the next one is going to come out as well. I want to read some of her other stuff. And I have some of her other stuff on my TBR. I am like not doing well with like getting the things in the right spot today. Oh, shoot. Okay. Y'all, I'm having a moment. After I just rethreaded this, now I'm struggling. I will hide her. Thank you, Rennie. I need to. I want to finish my flower. Well, at least finish this color. I don't know if we're gonna get to. I gotta go in like 5 minutes. I don't think we're gonna quite finish this color, y'all. I can't stitch that fast, especially today, because I'm struggling with stuff. Yeah, unfortunately today's a shorter stream. Pewin is gotta go do his driving lesson for driver's training. So I'm gonna have to go and take him over for that. So it is a little bit shorter today, I am afraid. But we will be back next week. And next week is his spring break. So hopefully I don't have any, it should be a normal week of streams, because I don't have anything on my calendar other than a massage, which should only make me feel good and not take anything away from me or anything like that. So yeah. You too. You too. Oh, I don't have anything. We really, like, other than the drive today, there is, like, nothing planned for this weekend. So I am kind of all over it. You know what I might do, chat? I may finish up this color off stream so that when we work on this again, we're doing the yellow on the inside. Because we're almost done with this color. I just don't think I'm gonna have time to finish it today, because I'm also running out of this thread. So I'm gonna have to get more thread too. Oh, you're getting your garden ready this weekend. Nice. It is still way too cold here and too early for us to get ours ready or anything like that ready around here. Although I did see robins yesterday, which made me extremely excited. And I know those of us who live in Michigan, you remonstrate, because when we see robins, that means that the end of the cold weather is in sight. You too, spring is in the air. Yeah, we're still having Mother Nature needs to take her meds, because we had beautiful weather Tuesday and Thursday. It was like sunny and warm and it was amazing. And then yesterday it was cold and snowing. So someone needs to give Mother Nature her meds back. And yeah. So we're in that very, very seesaw-y time of year for us. Weather likes to go up and down quite a bit. Not great for people who deal with migraines or any other kind of stuff. My body doesn't like the constant changing. All right, I think we're gonna end here because I'm almost at the end of this thread, so I'm gonna seal this off on the back. Give it a little cut. if I was going the full stream, we would definitely be finishing this color today. So I think what I'll do, because there's just a little tiny bit right there left to do. So I think off stream, I'll go ahead and fill this in so that when I stream again, we'll be doing the center portion of this flower. So I'm gonna finish my work on the flower task because we did do that. And we're gonna come over here and wrap us up for today. Here, let me show it on this camera as well. Although my new camera is pretty good. So here we go. Here's our flower progress. I think it's looking good. I'm liking it. I just like the depth and how it's coming together. It's our flower fuck. It is our flower fuck. We love our flower fuck. We love it. It's all good. The flower fuck is everything. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Do we have like friends live? Because I think that's where we are gonna go. Because I really am not gonna be able to stay. You know what? Why don't we go over to Kane? Kane is co-working again, so let's head over there because we can just drop in and I can get going pretty quickly. Well, Planty is on and Kane is co-working. You know what? I think since we're all pretty low energy, what if we go over into the co-working? Let's go see Kane. Although, did we raid Kane on Monday? No, we raided Planty this week. I think we raided Planty on Monday. I think. Or did we raid Planty last week? I don't remember. And if you're a subscriber, grab that raid message with the tater hearts to drop into chat when we get over there. If you're a follower, grab the one with the red hearts to drop into chat when we get over there. I don't remember who we raided on Monday. You gotta feed the puppies? Okay. Yeah, I don't remember who we... Let me look. Before we go, let me look. I can scroll down. Okay, we rated Speckle. Okay, we rated Kane on Monday. So maybe we'll go over to Planty. We rated her last week on Friday. So let's go over to Planty, who's playing a new game. So let's go over there. Thank you everybody for being here and for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I hope everyone has a really good weekend. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Because I don't have mod view up because I'm usually in my stream manager, and it's not as easy for me to find there as it is in looking in mod view. I'm sure it's somewhere, but I just can't find it as easily. So I went into mod view myself. We got there. So we're gonna go see Planty. Thank you though for hanging out with me, for crafting with me today. I hope everyone has a really good weekend. I do plan to be back on Monday. I think we'll do some Tiny Town on Monday because we're almost done with Amethyst, so we can get her wrapped up. And yeah, have a really great weekend. I love you all so much, and I will see you on Monday. I love you. Bye.
In that stream we gather round, laughter echoes, cozy sound, games we play in joyful spree, taters flowing wild and free. East wind's magic fills the air,
we share a dream. Night turns day and still we stay. Magic moments never fade. Every word a melody, creating our own symphony. Cozy chaos, here we thrive. You and I feel so alive. Hearts connected through the screen. In this place we share a dream. In this place we share a dream. Night turns day and still we stay. Magic moments never fade. Every word a melody, creating our own symphony. Cozy chaos, here we thrive. You and I feel so alive. Hearts connected through the screen. In this place we share a dream.